Hi everyone, it's Teacher Kerry. Mother's Day is coming up in just a few days, and there's something that you could do for your mom to make Mother's Day a little more special. I have a quick little art project for you to do. I would say maybe ask Dad to help you with this project. We don't want to ask Mom to help us with our Mother's Day project, so if you're watching this, maybe go ask your dad, or if you have an older sibling, a brother or sister that could maybe help you, that would be a great idea too. But we're going to try and make this as a surprise for Mom. So here we go. So this is what I've made. It's a little flower pot and with some flowers. Now, you'll notice something a little different about the flowers. They don't look like really normal flowers. I made them with my hands. Yours will be a little bit smaller. My hands are a little bigger than yours. So what you're going to need is we will put up, after this video goes up, a sheet. You'll probably get it from your teacher, where you can find this paper that you can print off at home and print it off at home, and then what we're going to do with it is we're going to color the pot and then cut it out. Now, if you don't have a printer at home, you could always use just a regular piece of paper. You could draw your own pot. That would be a great thing to do too. And so I already went ahead, I've printed off my sheet. I'm going to read it to you so you know what it says. It says, "From my own little hand, I give these flowers to you to show how much I love you for all you do. Happy Mother's Day." Because moms do a lot for us, so we want to make sure that they know we love them. All right, so I already went ahead and colored my pot, and I cut it out. It's all one piece. Again, if you cut it out in two pieces, that is fine. You can still use it. It is still doable. So I have my pot. It's all colored. So now what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper. It can be any color. This one I did on blue because I happen to have blue. I'm up at school right now. So I had a blue piece of paper that I could use, but you can use white, any color, whatever you have available to you. So you're going to take your pot, you're going to take your glue stick, and you're going to glue your plot down. Now I always put the glue on whatever it is I'm gluing down. Just give it a little bit of glue. You don't need a lot. You just want to make sure that it will stick to your paper. Okay, so there's that. My pot is glued down. The next thing I did was I traced my hand. Now this is kind of tricky, even for me. It's a tricky thing to do. So this is a good thing to also get help from Dad or sibling, or if you live with Grandma and Grandpa or any other adult in your house besides Mom. We're going to, like I said, this is a surprise for Mom. So you're going to take your hand, put it down on the piece of paper, and trace around it. Now we've done this a couple times here at school when we were at school. So you've had your hand traced a few times, so you know what it's like. So I just traced around my hand. And there you have it. You can kind of see it. I did it with a white crayon to make it easier for me to see on whatever color piece of paper I decided to use. I would recommend doing a dark crayon. You could do a pencil, you could do a marker, whatever works for you. And then you're going to cut this out. Now, I've already cut some out, but one little tip I can give to Dad or brother or sister who's a little bit older and might be cutting this out. If you put two pieces of paper together, then you only have to cut once. But, so you put your two pieces of paper together like this, and then you cut around the hand. But if you're doing this on your own, because I know our preschoolers can definitely do some cutting, and if you want to practice, go ahead and just cut one hand at a time. You're going to need two, so you can do one at a time. So, like I said, I've already cut my hands out. So I cut a couple different colors out. I have yellow, pink, orange. And so what I did here was take my hand, again, put some glue on the back side. Either side is the back side, doesn't really matter. And then I glued it down on my paper. Again, my hands are bigger than your hands are, so mine is going to take up a little bit more space on the paper than yours will. And that is fine. You could probably even do a couple more hands if you wanted to, and do a bouquet for Mom. And then I put glue on my other hand and glued it down on the other side. So there you have, kind of waving at you. The next thing I did was took my green crayon. Flowers need stems, so I'm going to draw a couple green. I like to make my stems kind of thick, so I'm going to draw a couple green lines coming from my hand or flower down to the pot. And there you have it. Another thing you can do with this is you can write love and then your name. So love, starts with the letter L. So I will go ahead and write that. You might ask a dad or a sibling to help you write love. You can probably write it yourself, but you might need help spelling it out. So love is L-O-V-E. And then I put a comma after it. And then I'm going to write my name, because this is mine. It shows up a little backwards, but so love is L-O-V-E, and then your name. And then you can give that to Mom for Mother's Day. You could add a sibling's hands to this if you wanted to give her a full flower pot of hands. You could do a whole family if you wanted to. Up to you. So I also did it if you don't have any construction paper at home and you just want to print this sheet off. You can do it that way also. This is how I did it. Again, my hands are a lot bigger than yours are, so they're going to take up more space. So it kind of looks a little funny doing it this way for me, just because it's a big thing of flowers. But I love a big thing of flowers, so it works out. So again, I just traced my hands on this sheet of paper that you can print off at home. So another thing I thought I'd show you that you could do with hands is give. I love a bouquet of flowers. And I love my children's hands. And this is something I always loved that they would do when they were younger, is I would get things made from their hands. So I made a bouquet of hands. So you could do that also. And again, you could include your siblings' hands. You could include Dad's hands if you wanted to. I know Mom isn't Dad's mom, but you could still do that. It's kind of a nice thing to do. So anyway, I hope that gives you an idea of something to do for your mom for Mother's Day. Be sure to tell her Happy Mother's Day and how much you love her. And to all the moms out there, I hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day and your family does something special for you. So have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.